Loving God with sacrifice, empathy, and passion. Sacrifice, empathy, and passion are the three components that constitute true love. If love was represented as a pyramid, the base of the pyramid would be sacrifice. Even when it comes to loving God, we have to first learn sacrificial love. The purpose of the love between the Creator and us, His creation, is not to exchange pleasantries but to bear fruit together. But zeal and cleverness are not enough to bear fruit. Fruitfulness certainly requires steadfastness. And you cannot have steadfastness without sacrificial love. Sacrificial love allows us to endure our adversity without complaining and becomes the reservoir from which courage and generosity flow out. The love of many people start out extravagantly but end up flickering out because of a lack of sacrificial love. Abraham safeguarded his faith in God as long as he did. Daniel remained uncorrupted by the many temptations he faced. And Peter did not leave the faith even after his devastating failures, because their commitment to sacrificially love the Lord formed the foundation for their decisions. The middle of the pyramid of true love is empathy. In order to love God, we have to go beyond sacrificial love and learn empathetic love. Yet there are many believers who make sacrifices for the Lord but barely empathize with Him. The Lord, however, wants a relationship with us in which He not only shares with us His work, but also His heart. The reason Jesus called His disciples His friends on the night of the Last Supper, as He shared His flesh and blood, and requested that they stay here and keep watch with me, was that He just wanted empathy from friends. Though all religions require serving their God sacrificially, no religion requires friendship with their God. But even today, God desires to talk to us like a friend and have a relationship with us. The Lord would speak to Moses face to face as one speaks to a friend. Exodus 33:11. The peak of the pyramid of true love is passion. A person who wholly loves God would not want to be separated from God even in a dream, yearns to grow in deeper unity with Him, moves forward with a love like a wildfire, and feels deep anguish when separated from God. But we feel awkward or even embarrassed when thinking about such passionate love. This is the reason we feel uncomfortable and even shameful when we read about the Shulamite woman's fiery love toward Solomon, a man who foreshadows Jesus. But what we should really be ashamed of is how we are like an unchaste woman in our frequent, inflamed lust for the world, and how we have not once felt such fervor for God. We do not possess such an intense love because we do not have the same purity as the Shulamite woman, who is described as being to the world a locked garden, an enclosed spring, and a sealed fountain. The cross is the clearest representation of God's sacrificial, empathetic, and passionate love for us. And the resurrection is the clearest source of power that allows us who have forsaken Christ to sacrifice for Him, enables us who have fallen asleep and have stopped empathizing with Jesus to empathize with Him again, and propels us who have committed adultery with the world and have fallen into a spiritual stupor to burn again with passion for Christ. Our love for the Lord must surpass that of a sacrificial servant and an empathetic friend. Our love for Him must be like that of a passionate bride. Song of Solomon 8:6-7. Place me like a seal over your heart, like a seal on your arm. For love is as strong as death, its jealousy unyielding as the grave. It burns like blazing fire, like a mighty flame. Many waters cannot quench love. Rivers cannot sweep it away. If one were to give all the wealth of one's house for love, it would be utterly scorned.